If you own a Toyota hybrid or you're thinking about buying one, the first question that always comes up is simple. When is the hybrid battery going to fail? You hear it constantly. People worry about the cost. They worry about being stuck with a massive repair bill. Some even avoid buying a hybrid altogether because they've heard the battery is extremely expensive. In this video, we're going to address those exact concerns. We'll explain what the hybrid battery actually does, how it works, what it looks like, and whether you truly need to worry about it. We'll also talk about what affects its lifespan and what you can do to help it last longer. Before diving into the battery, it helps to understand how Toyota's hybrid system works. Toyota may not have invented the hybrid, but they perfected it over multiple generations, keeping the core principle mostly unchanged from the first to the fifth generation. At the heart of the system is a gasoline engine, 2 electric motors, and a planetary gear set. One motor starts the engine and manages energy flow, generating electricity to recharge the battery. The larger motor drives the wheels, assisting the engine or powering the car on its own. Braking recaptures energy, sending it back to the battery, creating a constant cycle of charging and assisting. There's no traditional transmission. The ECVT is an electronically controlled, continuously variable gear ratio, much simpler mechanically than most people think. Understanding this makes the system's efficiency and simplicity much clearer. Now that you know how the system works, let's look at the hybrid battery. This is the part most people worry about, and the part that makes the whole system possible. The hybrid battery is a high-voltage DC unit that powers the electric motors, giving smaller gasoline engines the boost they need. On their own, those engines would feel weak, but with electric assistance, they deliver strong fuel economy, low emissions, and smooth performance. In older models like the second-generation Toyota Prius, the battery is a nickel-metal hydride pack made up of multiple cells wired in series. Combined, they reach over 200 volts, which is why warning labels and a service disconnect are necessary. Each cell contributes to the total voltage, storing energy from the engine and regenerative braking, then releasing it when the motor needs it. This battery is what makes hybrids efficient and also what most people worry about the most. A common question is, can you test a hybrid battery to see if it's failing? The truth is, there's no quick or simple test. Unlike a regular 12-volt battery, a hybrid battery can't be load tested with a handheld tool. Proper testing requires disassembling the pack, separating bus bars, and checking each cell's voltage under load. A time-consuming, expensive, and high-voltage process. Instead, you look for signs of weakening. If the charge indicator stays near the bottom in city driving, the engine runs constantly, or EV operation shortens, the battery may be losing strength. Highway driving is different. Low charge levels there are normal. Even when a hybrid battery fails, the car usually keeps running. You'll notice reduced power, worse fuel economy, and sometimes temporary loss of reverse, since many hybrids use electric-only reverse. The system limits hybrid operation, but the vehicle remains drivable. The most reliable indicator is the vehicle's own monitoring system, which tracks each cell and triggers a code if one falls outside limits. So, what actually causes hybrid batteries to fail? The main culprit is heat. Excessive heat accelerates the chemical degradation of the battery cells over time. That's why the cooling system in a Toyota hybrid is so important. Toyota uses an air cooling system with a small fan that pulls air from the cabin and circulates it through the battery pack. If the cabin is hot and the air conditioning isn't running, the fan is pushing warmer air across the cells, which can shorten battery life. Over time, that consistent heat stress contributes to cell failure. Another common issue is airflow restriction. Dust, lint, and debris can clog the cooling fan or the intake vents. When the fan can't move enough air, the battery isn't cooled properly. Toyota eventually added simple filters over the fan intake to prevent debris from getting inside. Keeping that filter clean, or installing one if your model didn't originally have it, is one of the easiest and most effective ways to prolong battery life. Simply put, most hybrid battery failures are not sudden or mysterious. They happen because the battery is not being cooled effectively, either due to high temperatures or blocked airflow. Maintaining proper cooling is critical if you want your hybrid battery to last as long as possible. When a hybrid battery starts showing signs of failure, some people ask whether they can just replace a single weak cell instead of the entire pack. Technically, it's possible, but in reality, it's rarely practical or worth the effort. The reason is simple. When one cell fails, the others are often not far behind. Replacing a single cell becomes a cycle of repeated failures. You might fix one cell only to have another one drop soon after. Toyota does not sell individual cells, and aftermarket options often involve swapping weak cells into used packs. These may come with a lifetime warranty, but that usually means repeated visits and ongoing work to replace new failing cells. For most owners, the safest and most time-efficient approach is to replace the entire battery pack at once. Just like a 12-volt car battery, the other electronics and modules in the system are usually still fine. The battery is what's worn out. Replacing the full pack ensures reliable operation and avoids the frustration of constantly chasing failing cells. One of the biggest concerns about hybrids is the cost of a battery replacement. On average, a Toyota hybrid battery replacement, including parts, labor, and taxes, runs between $3,000 and $5,000 for most models. A few older or specialty models can creep higher, sometimes up to $8,000, but those are exceptions. This does not include plug-in hybrids, which are generally more expensive. Even at $4,000, the cost may sound intimidating. But let's put it in perspective. If you plan to keep your car for 200,000 miles and spread the cost of a $4,000 battery over that distance, it's roughly 2 cents per mile. Driving 15,000 miles a year, that works out to about $25 per month. Considering the fuel savings you get from a hybrid, many owners actually break even or come out ahead over the long term. Real-world experience also shows that hybrid batteries are remarkably durable. In a dealership and independent shop setting, it's common to see hybrids with over 200,000 miles on their original battery. If you're thinking about buying a used Toyota hybrid, there are a few important factors to consider. First, don't automatically assume that the lowest mileage car is the best choice. Hybrids don't like to sit unused. A 5-year-old car with only a few thousand miles may have a battery that has degraded simply because it wasn't driven regularly. The ideal used hybrid is one that has been driven consistently, with average mileage and good maintenance history. Knowing how the previous owner drove the car can make a difference. City driving, where the hybrid system can frequently use EV mode, is often easier on the battery than constant high-speed highway driving. If most of the miles were at sustained speeds above 80 miles per hour, the battery and hybrid system were under constant strain, and that's something to factor in. If you're buying a used hybrid with 10 to 15 years of age or over 200,000 miles, be prepared for the possibility of a battery replacement. At that stage, a $3,000 to $4,000 replacement is normal. Otherwise, properly maintained hybrids tend to have very few major issues, and the battery may still have plenty of life left. Beyond the battery and fuel savings, hybrids have several hidden advantages. Many components found in conventional cars, like starters, alternators, and drive belts, either don't exist or experience much less wear, reducing maintenance over time. Regenerative braking also preserves the mechanical brakes, which can often last close to 200,000 miles with normal driving. Other maintenance items like inverter coolant and the hybrid fan filter are simple to manage and don't offset the overall savings. The hybrid transmission is extremely reliable, often outlasting even conventional manual or automatic systems. Altogether, these factors mean fewer replacements, lower maintenance costs, and longer-lasting components, making hybrids not only fuel-efficient but also durable and cost-effective over the long term. So, after looking at everything – the battery, the system, maintenance, and hidden benefits – are Toyota hybrids actually worth it? The answer depends on how you plan to use the car and what kind of owner you are. If you buy a hybrid for the right reasons, drive it regularly, maintain it properly, and have a long-term plan, it can be an incredibly reliable and cost-effective vehicle. The hybrid battery, while expensive, often pays for itself through fuel savings, especially if you drive enough miles over many years. With proper care, keeping the hybrid fan and its filter clean, running the AC when needed, and following recommended maintenance, you can get well over 200,000 miles on the battery before replacement. Hybrids aren't for everyone. Spirited drivers, or those who want high-performance acceleration, may find them slow compared to conventional cars. But for most daily drivers, they offer unmatched fuel efficiency, low emissions, and minimal wear on brakes, starters, and transmissions. In short, Toyota hybrids are worth it if you understand the system, care for it properly, and drive with a plan.